Story 1. 6. 9K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Warm_tomato 2126. 13 hours ago. You want me to fly 12 hours earlier because it's cheaper. MOC. TL. DR. Company changed my flight to save £80. Fine. 2 hotels. 2 taxis and an extra day's pay please. Disclaimer. English is my second language, but I've been speaking it since I was 5, so really should know better. I'm on a laptop, so any formatting errors are because I'm dumb. I, 56M in the UK, was working in Africa as an operations manager for a large global security company from 2009 to 2014. The country I was working in had been through a long civil war and was very underdeveloped, think no paved roads. People living a very traditional African lifestyle. At the time I'd been working there on a 10 weeks in country, 2 weeks at home rotation for about 4 years. I'd flown to and from work so often that I had the journey down to the bare minimum travel time. And it worked out the cheapest option for the company because travel days were paid from when I left home. The shorter my journey, the cheaper it worked out for the company. Someone in the head office had looked at cutting down on travel costs. Probably to make themselves look good and get promoted. As a result, I got an email after a week at home saying they had changed my normal flight, which was 5 p.m. on Sunday from my nearest UK airport, via Amsterdam, then on to Nairobi, connecting with a 9 a.m. flight to the war-torn country on Monday morning. The change was from a 5 p.m. departure to a 5 a.m. departure the same day. Same route. And saving about £80. To clarify, the 9 a.m. flight from Nairobi was the first flight to war-torn country because the destination airport was the only surfaced runway in the country. It had no runway lights or radar, so all flights had to be in daylight. Anyway, I agreed to the flight time change. But they had to move it to the Monday so I don't lose a day at home. All will become clear. They agreed because still saved £80 on the ticket. No skin off their nose. Once I got the flight confirmation, I contacted the travel desk asking for hotel and taxi bookings. When they asked why I need these, I explained that to make a 5 a.m. departure required a check-in at 3 a.m. So I needed a hotel at the airport on Sunday night, because no trains were running to get me the 3 hours to the airport from home for that time of the morning. The flights they booked would get me into Nairobi for 7 p.m. after dark, so I'd need a hotel there and a taxi each way to and from the hotel to get me onto the 9 a.m. flight on Tuesday, the same flight I would have been on if I'd left at 5 p.m. but a day later. A couple of days go by and I got a phone call from the company travel desk telling me the travel plan was confirmed. I was on the 5 a.m. flight with a hotel reservation at my UK airport the night before. A hotel in Nairobi after landing, and the taxi would collect me in Nairobi and drop me at the airport for my final connection. I asked about the cost saving. They said £80. I then asked about the hotels and taxis. They replied, "Oh, they don't come out of our budget. That's the operations budget, so you're fine." I was happy. I was arriving back at work a day later. Still paid the same amount with a night out in Nairobi to sweeten the deal. My boss, on the other hand, went nuts. Nobody had told him of the changes. My deputy flew out on the plane I flew in on, meaning I didn't get a handover of the work that was going on. On top of that, the cost for hotels, taxis and extra days pay had all come out of my boss' operational budget. I think the total amount added was almost £1,000. But hey, they save £80 on the flight cost. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 2. $1. 4K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Card_Bordeaux. 13 hours ago. At least one. SOC. This a short one, so bear with me. My son, 9, asked me to watch his plastic tube of Hershey Kisses and make sure that they didn't get eaten by our dog. He told me that I could have, at least one. Now I know what he meant. But I'm also a dad that knows the rules. So I ate 2. He came back and asked if I had one. I told him I had 2. He gave me a look like I'd kicked the puppy. But I reminded him that he told me that I could have, at least one. Quote. It was a teachable moment for him to now understand what, at least, means. 140 comments. Award. Share. Save. 46 people here. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 3. $968. Malicious Compliance. Posted by UICED Shake Nespresso. 13 hours ago. High school German teacher doesn't want anyone to talk without raising their hand. Sock. This happened in 2015. When I was a sophomore in high school. I was taking a German class with a teacher I absolutely adored. But she was a bit of a hard ass. I mean, Shush's German. Did we expect anything else? Closing parenthesis. Went to high school in Arizona. And my teacher didn't want anyone to talk without raising their hand, and we had to speak in German. Many ceiling tiles were missing. And one day, a scorpion dropped out of the ceiling and landed on my desk. Probably very confused. Immediately said, Frau. To which she said, please. I'm speaking, in German. So I kept my hand raised and stared at the scorpion. I wasn't super scared. I've killed many scorpions in my time, and they usually don't sting until they feel threatened. Finally, she called on me after she was done speaking. When I started to say, there's a Deutsch bit. Okay. Es gibt eine. Ich weiß nicht wie Scorpion on my desk sagen. Okay. There's a I don't know how to say scorpion on my desk. She immediately started freaking out. Told me to get away. Shush is from Hamburg, so Shush has never seen a scorpion in her entire life. Guy sitting next to me takes off his shoe and kills the scorpion. Teacher starts apologizing profusely. And after class she gave me a Swiss chocolate bar for being brave. Probably the best chocolate I've ever earned. 130 comments. Award. Share. Save. 23 people here. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 4. $359. Malicious Compliance. Posted by Faithlessness Tight 48. 9 hours ago. Don't expect me to follow some of your rules and ignore others. Sock. In the 90s I was working for a company that sold pages and airtime. You know how long it takes at the cell phone store to buy and activate a new phone. It took that long or longer to activate a pager. I was the lowest paid person on the premises and the only hourly employee. Quite often I would be helping customers as 5:00 p.m. came and went, and sometimes had as much as an hour overtime on my time card. When I was hired I was given an employee handbook that stated that working off the clock was a fearable offense. So I kept careful track of my hours, which were verified by my supervisor. I did this for about a month before both my supervisor and her boss advised me that I could not put in for overtime any longer. I asked my supervisor what I was supposed to do at 5:00. Continue working the counter or work off the clock. She was furious but told me to leave. And I did. Every day at 5:00 on the dot. 14 comments. Award. Share. Save. 28 people here. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on.